Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Dean Van Slyke and all the amazing donors that are here today. I'm happy to share with you that this is my personal second favorite event. This is a great day where we get to talk about all the donations and great donors we have who are willing to invest in our students here in SHRM. It is second only to commencement, which is a great day.
Good morning. And that was the best introduction I've ever had. What I like to do, of course, like everybody else, and I know you're counting down the hours and days, is congratulate you, of course. Congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations. I mean, this is the pinnacle of what you think about in your life, because of how much time you spend in school. But you've made it, and just hang in there. Do anything for another 4 or 5 weeks. But you're going to be walking away from this absolutely inspiring mountain campus with skills and a knowledge set that allows you to make a positive contribution to society with even deeper personal understanding of what makes this vast world you live in go. More importantly, though, I'm certain you have a greater appreciation of who you are, and you probably come to realize what you are capable of. And I'm very certain when you got here, whenever it was, 2, 3, 4 years ago, we all come here at different times in our lives, that you were absolutely petrified, completely scared of what was ahead of you. And if you were really far away from home, like I was, from Washington, D.C., Silver Spring, Maryland area, I'm sure you were absolutely scratching your head trying to figure out if you were really doing the right thing and being away from your family and friends in that comfortable, predictable world you lived in. You were asking yourself the same question: what the hell am I doing? When I got here in 1980, I sat down on the top of a hillside across from Seacrest, which today still exists, under one of those absolutely magnificent ponderosa pines, staring at Mount Humphreys, and contemplating, what the hell am I doing? Why am I so far away from home? How was I going to survive being a college athlete at 7,000 feet? I didn't know anybody. I was waiting for a roommate that didn't show up for 3 days. And it turns out he's the biggest part of my life. He's like a surrogate brother to me. And we've been connected for 36 years. And that all happened here. And the emotions that are stirred by the unknown and the fear of failure are often difficult forces to overcome, especially alone. However, as you probably know, the very famous and legendary coach Vince Lombardi, Green Bay Packers and that other Washington, D.C. team, he had a great saying: the man on top of the mountain didn't just fall there. And that's indicative of the hard work that you've been able to accomplish, climbing up and not ever looking back, but being dedicated and committed. So the individual commitment and effort was something that has inspired you to build a foundation on how hard you will be working in your life. However, the one thing that also teaches us is that someone was always there to help you. Whether they pioneered the path forward, gave you a lending hand, motivated you to keep working, or even if, importantly, they provided you tools that made your climb easier, there was always someone that cares about you making it. There was always someone there inspiring your dreams. There was always someone there that understands your purpose. So today, I would like you to stand up. Stand up. Lift your hands up high, like you reached that mountaintop, and give yourself a very big, huge round of applause. The people that love you, that inspire you, that are here with you, and even the louder, more thunderous round of applause. There's always someone there. Please be seated. There's always someone. There's always people in your lives. These are people that have paid it forward. You should be inspired. And these role models are people you should emulate as you build your career and you embark on the hospitality and food service industry that's built its roots on nourishing others. way beyond the food. As soon as you leave here today, you will be taking on a greater responsibility beyond your personal success. You are entering the ranks of accomplished Northern Arizona University hospitality professionals that have come before you. You are now one of the many bright lights that continue to make up the shining beacon on the mountain, more visible, more recognized, more respected, so that it may draw dreamers just like you to this magnificent mountain campus who want to make their dreams come true and be part of this accomplished community that you have now contributed to. Telling the world the NAU story, and particularly being proud and paying it forward for the others, is now your responsibility to nurture and feed. You must carry the NAU badge of honor with pride and accelerate the success and prestige of this particular program faster than your own career. Just like you made it to the top of the mountain, now it's your turn to bring others with you. Just like you, the ones that came after you are all joining food service and hospitality industry that needs you and welcomes you with open arms. There is no doubt in my mind, all of you will get a job in this business, and you will get one very fast. You're joining the ranks of 14.4 million people that work every day to produce more than 4% of this country's domestic gross product. With more than 1 million restaurant units that generate close to $780 billion in revenue. This is almost the 18th largest economy in the world if it was ranked by countries. This economy also purchases more than $300 billion in food and beverage. And you're going to be able to participate in this vibrant job growth engine, whether you're in front of the house, back of the house, or whether you're just in the house. Today, one out of every 3 Americans gets their job in restaurants. 8 out of 10 owners started at entry-level jobs. 9 out of 10 managers also started in an entry-level position. 7 out of 10 employees in our industry say they will stay there until they retire. Now, this isn't stuff you hear on the news because everybody's worried about getting everybody $15 an hour or $32,000 a year. But I'm not going to get into that because that's a policy issue and we have a right in this country to debate it. But I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that this industry is full of the American dream. It's available to all minorities, women, Hispanics, everyone is welcome in the food service industry. The American dream is here, and it is for the taking. The number of women-owned restaurant businesses increased 40% since 2007. Well above the 12% increase in all of restaurant ownership. If you want to make it, you want to be your own boss, this is the place for you to be. The industry is a job creation machine, and not only have we added more than 355,000 jobs the last 12 months, we will be adding 1.7 million jobs the next 10 years. There'll be more than 16 million people by 2026 working in this industry, and it needs qualified, educated, competent leaders like yourselves. The most important thing, if you don't want to get too far away from home, is to know that in your own backyard, Arizona continues to lead the country in the highest percentage rate of job growth and continues to bring in more new businesses and continues to be aligned not only with restaurants but hospitality. So when we talk about heads in beds, it means we're going to get butts in seats. And that's a big thing when you talk about an $800 billion industry that's thriving in this country. Beyond the front of the house, there are also incredible opportunities within the supply chain that feeds the back of the house. Marketing, finance, QA, any other functional opportunity, real estate. They're all professional job growth areas that you can participate in. It's really important that people do not see us as burger flippers. There's dignity in that, and you learn on what goes on. However, if you are in a real estate environment and you're not thinking about the food service industry, given all the many units that are being built, you've lost yourself an opportunity to grow in your area of competency by not considering the industry. So it's a huge, huge world that we participate in as an industry. Now, my advice for all of you is to stay hungry, feed an appetite for learning, adopting, and helping others. And I'm going to leave you today with two Greek words. One is metamorphosis. We're going to talk about that in a minute. The other one is kali orexi. Now it's going to be hard for you to say it because you got to roll your, but you can do it. Kali. Oh, come on, louder than that. Just say kali. Orexi. One more time. Kali. Orexi. Great. That's the Greek word for bon appetit. So when you sit down, you ask people to have a great appetite. And that appetite is what you should be thinking about beyond food and nourishment. It goes way beyond that. The Greek word metamorphosis that we're talking about here is broken down into two words. And that's what you would think when you think about those great Greek ancient philosophers who gave us everything. And you know everything came from Greece, right? That's right. Two words, meta, which is the word for after, morphosis, for learning. Metamorphosis, after learning. It is only after learning, my friends, that we can adapt ourselves, we can transform ourselves, we can create even greater aspirations. But if we don't grasp into that, it's a very difficult concept to overcome. I can tell you from very personal experience that after 34 years of being in this business, success is a function of how much you learn, but more importantly, how many people you learn from. Metamorphosis will serve you very well. Just like you, I came off this magnificent mountain 34 years ago to only find myself climbing even more higher and more challenging peaks. I got my wings here at 7,000 feet, and I haven't stopped flying since. So, I'm leaving you some information. One of the greatest things in hospitality is that you get to meet people. I'm here for you as a fellow alumni. I'm going to stick around and talk to you a little bit. This is where you can find me. I also, on a very personal note, want to tell you that I discussed with Dr. Cousin last night at dinner my family's personal commitment to be part of the scholarship program starting next year. And we're going to do it slightly in a different fashion. I would like to extend an invite and be able to host and sponsor eligible students from Tramp. Oh, sorry. Dr. Hughes, I can't tell you, 34 years ago, somebody told me I was going to be standing here where I used to eat. That I would tell these great young professionals that they need to give back. Today has been a very spectacular day. We're going to work with the program. We're going to get you to Chicago. We're going to do it every year. It's in my father's name, my father and mother's name. I'm a first-generation diploma-earning person. I came to this country as an immigrant that I'm very proud of. My children are first-generation Greek Americans. They've all gotten their degrees and they're all in their professional life. And today has just been an absolutely spectacular part of my life. It's a benchmark moment. It's also one for you. The best is yet to come. It is with tremendous pride and sincere heart full of deep, deep emotions today that I thank you for allowing me this opportunity to give a little back to a place that's given me so many. Congratulations, Dr. C, Dean. It's a privilege to see you. Thank you for the great foundation you built here. And congratulations and best of luck to the class of 2016 for continued success. I'm sorry. And Kali Orexi to you. Congratulations.